Hi there, my name is Beth Phillips, and I'm here to talk to you about 3 powerhouse blends that work really well as we're dealing with all of these constant changes that are presented to us each and every day in this world that we live in. So the 3 oils that I'm going to talk about, they are all blends, which means there is multiple different plants inside of there. A single oil, like peppermint, only contains peppermint oil in there. But the ones that we're going to talk about today are all a blend of multiple types of oil. So there is a lot of oils in there creating an interaction that is for a purpose targeted inside of our bodies. And so I want to explain what they're doing because they are really powerful, and they are so powerful. You're going to sense it when you take the lid off of these. There is a lot of different compounds in there that when you breathe it in, your body's going to go, wow, and it's going to get to work because of all the good stuff you just provided it with. So the first one I want to talk to you about, this is an oil, it's called Adaptiv, and it does what it says. It helps us adapt to our world around us and the circumstances around us. So we live in really busy lives now, and so much has changed just in the last few years. And we are left to adapt to it. And it can be scary. It can make us worry about the future. It can produce anxious feelings inside of us. But we know that times are always changing. And so how we get to show up and how we power through gets to show us where we're going to be in the future of our lives. And so we have these powerful tools that you can reach for, that you can utilize when you're feeling any of those feelings. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling unsettled or worried, Adaptiv is a blend of oils that helps create calmness in the body and soothes those anxious feelings and helps when our minds want to wrap around worry. And so the way that you use this is you simply open it up, has a roller already on it. You roll it on your wrists, rub your wrists together, breathe it in. You can put this one on the back of your neck. You can also put it over your heart. You can use it any of those ways. And as you're breathing it in, try it right now if you have it in front of you, these oils are going to get to work and help with feelings of overwhelm and feelings of stress. And so this is an amazing oil to keep on you, to have with you, to share with a friend when a friend's having a really hard day. They work quickly. They work within a few minutes. So pay attention to how you're feeling before you use it, and then pay attention to how you're feeling about 10 minutes after you use it, and notice the subtle shifts that your body is able to do now that it has these compounds that it's able to work with. So that's the first one, which is Adaptiv for those stressful feelings, worry, anxious feelings, all those things. Okay, so this next one I'm going to talk about, these are 3 powerhouses, you guys. The next one is Console. Console was created for when we've gone through a time of sadness, or we've suffered a loss, or we're dealing with grief. This can be over people in our lives who aren't in our lives anymore. It could be over a pet, that we lost. It could be over a family member who's still living on the planet, but maybe not involved in our life anymore. And those feelings of sadness are very real and they're very raw. And so what Console is, what I have felt it to be, is like a warm hug from a safe place from your favorite person. And as you apply this, best way to apply this is over your heart and be rubbing it in and breathing this in. It is a very strong oil. You're going to smell it, but it is because it has oils in there that are going deep. And they are working to soothe a broken heart. They're working to uplift us when we need it most. And so that is what your Console blend is for. It's for those feelings of loss or sadness or bitterness or grief, which can be things that happened recently. It can be things that happened long ago, but something that you're still dealing with. And these oils, what they do is they literally do the heavy lifting of helping us out of those hard places so that we can keep moving forward with our life and into our future. The last one is Forgive. And this also, very powerful oil, and where you apply it might surprise you. One of the good places to apply it is around your belly button. So you're going to roll it around your belly button. You're also going to roll it on your inner arm right here. This is a good reflex spot for your lungs. Our lungs are what hold sadness inside of our body. So then you can rub it together and be breathing it in. This is the blend of trees, so it is going to smell like trees, but trees are very rooted to the earth, so they're very grounding for us. And one of the things with forgive is it helps with our ability to see what is good in front of us when we can't see it anymore. So a lot of times if we are consumed with regret or with bitterness or feeling resentful about a situation or a person, it can kind of block out even the good things that are happening in our life. We don't see them because we're so focused on what has happened, usually in the past. And living in that place doesn't allow you to do the good and cool things that you want to do because you're taking up that space with resentment, with bitterness, and also with anger. There can be a lot of anger attached to these feelings. And anger gets a bad rap sometimes, but one of the things that I heard that I love is anger is just energy that wants to move. It is energy that is fueled and it wants to do something. So let's help it leave. And that is what forgive does. It actually helps these feelings that have taken root in us and are taking up a lot of space inside of our body to unhook themselves and to leave. That is what this forgive blend does. So as you're using it around your belly button, on your inner arms, breathing it in, doing this a couple times a day or as often as you feel that you need to, these oils are going to get to work in releasing those roots. And then once you've taken out that negativity, that anger, that bitterness, it is going to create space for new, good, positive things to come in. And so that's when you want to be using your Adaptiv oil, using your Motivate oil, which I talk about in another video. Motivate is such an awesome oil when you feel like you want to get creative and you want to get things done. Motivate is fantastic for that. So enjoy your new oils, use them. Please reach out if you have any questions.